Hello guys. My name is Yeti and this is me explaining the concept of Discode, an application that allows users to create simple Discord bots without having to write any code. I started developing this application in my attempt to learn react.js. The app basically works by connecting nodes together, which then allows users to create simple Discord bot logic. This video is not a tutorial or anything of that sort, but rather a concept video explaining the concept of Discode, how it works and what it does. Who is this app for? So, if you're to create a complex Discord bot that's let's say, with a lot of complex commands in so many servers, then I wouldn't recommend using Discode to create your bot. This app is best for simple commands with simple logic, for a small server, with a few number of people etc. If you really want to create a high-level bot, then I suggest you use some language for that. Let's talk about the key concepts of the application. A new project. When you open the application, you are presented with this screen that has two actions, namely, create a new project or open an existing one. This is a project I have created earlier. Let's create a new one. You are supposed to enter the information shown in the dialog. Let's give it a name. Since this is a concept video, I would not be walking you through on how to create an actual bot through Discord and obtaining a bot token. However, if I'm planning on developing the application further, I will upload a thorough tutorial on how to set up your own bot. The default command prefix is the prefix we will be using to call commands in your bot. We'll go with a period for that. As for location, by default the application creates a directory called Discode Projects inside your Documents directory. If you want to save your Discode project elsewhere, feel free to do so. You can give a description, but we will pass on that for now. And the project is now created. Let's talk about the project structure. Every time you create a new Discode project, a folder gets created with two subdirectories inside for now. The .discode file contains all the information you just entered, like the command prefix, the bot token. The exts folder contains .ext Discode files, which I'd like to call extensions. These extensions provide you with a way to categorize your commands, events, or both. I created these externally without including them in the .discode file because if I'm planning to develop the app further, users can share their custom-made extensions and use them in their bots. By default, when you created a new Discode project, the application generates a simple templated extension called General for you. That is what you see in the screen here. The assets folder is where you may include any image file, or whatever else you might need for your bot. Now let's dive into the project. You are presented with three main areas in the project screen. On the left is the Components panel. From here is where you would drag and drop any action, command, or event to the canvas. Let's delete all this and drag a new command to the canvas. You can now enter the relevant information for the command inside your new command. On the top is the Extensions panel. As you can see, we are now in the General extension. You can create a new one with the plus on the right, switch between these extensions, etc. all from here. On the right side are a few buttons that would allow you to reload the bot, stop the bot, get help, which would probably link to the documentation if I plan on developing this further, and a open console button, which would open a console that would display what's happening in the bot. Now that the interface is out of the way, let's create a simple command. We'll name it hello. Let's drag and drop a say action. Let's make the bot say, hello, user. Now, our command should execute this action when we say hello, so we have to connect this action to the command, right? Good, now you might be noticing something called command context. I'll get to what this means later. Let's reload our bot and see if everything is working. I have my bot online, as you can see. The bot says hey user, so that means our command works. What does this command context mean? Basically, in Discode, every component or action returns some object. As you go down the line creating actions, the return values of these actions get passed down the tree. In this case, a command returns command context. A command context has information like who executed the command, in what channel, in what server, command parameters if any, etc. Let's create a command parameter to better demonstrate this behavior. If you don't know what a command parameter is, it's basically something you pass when executing the command. Let's say you're saying hello at Discode. Here, at Discode is a parameter. Let's add a new parameter. Let's call it member. We'll make the type of this parameter as member. We can choose to make it required if we want, but let's not for now. Now, whenever a user enters .hello at user, the bot is gonna find that user and convert it to a member object and pass it down the line along with command context. We can access this member in our say action like this. As specified in the documentation, which I would be writing soon hopefully, a member object would have an attribute called mention, which would mention or ping that member in the message. Let's say hey curly brace member.mention curly brace. Then, let's reload the bot. .hello, and we'll ping the bot itself at Discode. And the bot says hey at Discode. As easy as that. Next, we'll create a command that would take in a channel parameter and a text parameter. The bot should then get the channel and send that text in that channel. First of all, let's delete this say action. Let's change this parameter to chan and change the type to text channel. You can name these parameters whatever you want, by the way. Let's create a text parameter with the type text. Now, let's add in a say action again. Notice how the say action requires a text channel object. If you connect the say action to the command itself, then the say action would send the message in the channel that the command was entered by default. We do not want this. So, we'll drag in a get channel component. Connect get channel to the command. It says it requires an ID or name. Let's pass in the parameter chan's ID in. To do that, we can simply write within curly braces chan.id like so. Now, let's connect get channel to the say action. As you can see, the get channel component returns a text channel object, which is just what the say action needs. In the say action, we'll write text. To sum up what we just did, we created a command with two parameters, chan which is a text channel and text which is a text. Then, we get the ID of the text channel and pass it into a get channel component. This get channel component would return a text channel which we then connect to a say action that would simply just output the text passed in the command. Let's see if it works. Reload the bot, and then .hello, I already have a channel named wooho, let's ping that, and then let's say hello from YouTube smiley face. And as you can see, it works like we expected. So, this is basically how the app is supposed to work, creating simple logic like that for commands and events. If I'm planning on developing this application further, I would write documentation and create tutorial videos for users that may use this application. Currently, the app is not shippable and only 3 components have been implemented yet, but I'll be releasing a working release soon. Thank you for watching, and do let me know if you like this concept of Discode.